What is up, Stranger Things fans? This might be our biggest announcement yet. Today we have so much to dive into. We got a couple set photos of characters like Mike and Will and Holly riding around on bikes. We have 2 interviews to go over from Hawke and Joseph Quinn that are hinting at monumental things for Stranger Things Season 5. And as always, we have our speculation and theories coming at the end of these videos. But I need to hear from you guys. What do you make of everything we're talking about here today? Let me know down below in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and let's hop into this. So first off, we're going to start off with a couple of these set photos. We have pictures of Mike and Will on bikes. It looks like Holly's in there as well. The 3 of them riding around on bikes. Now there's an episode titled The Vanishing of Blank Wheeler, which we are all suspecting it to be the vanishing of Holly Wheeler. This is our first look at Holly with Mike and Will, and they obviously are always in the midst of everything. So now that Holly's attached with them, they recasted the Holly actress as well. It seems like this is going to be the time that Holly actually vanishes, and then somehow, some way, I believe her and Will might have some correlation as to how to get the Upside Down to shut down. But we got a couple looks at them. They're riding on bikes. That seems to be the consensus with Stranger Things in general. If our kids are moving around, you know it's on bikes. It's always cool seeing these set photos. They are dressed for that winter time, as we always talk about. So the time jump is 100% confirmed. I'm guessing it's going to be taking place during that fall time because they're all bundled up. It's looking like wintertime in Hawkins. So couple set photos here, always cool to see. Now moving on to some comments made from Hawke, who said that basically Stranger Things has somewhat been cursed because of all the times they were about to film. COVID happened, then they're about to film again, and then the writer's strike happened, so there's constant delays with the show, which always takes a little bit of a toll. But she explains Season 5 to be basically 8 movies.
We're making basically 8 movies.
She also goes to mention that the Duffer Brothers are so heavily involved with the writing team in this, how they want it to be perfect. So just give it up for the Duffer Brothers. I mean, in the Duffer Brothers we trust. And when Hawke says that this is looking like 8 movies, there's a couple things that come to mind here. I'm assuming each episode will be over an hour long. I'm assuming some of these episodes might be an hour and a half to 2 hours long like they were in Season 4. Also, 8 movies. I mean, just 8 Stranger Things movies. I'd watch 20 Stranger Things movies. You just know that these episodes are going to be packed with emotion, laughs, scares, and it's really just going to dive deep and go all in on Season 5. And to hear that the Duffer Brothers are so invested in this and they are intent on making this perfect, again, just shout out the Duffer Brothers, but shout out Hawke for saying, we're getting 8 movies, people. 8 of them. Are you joking? I cannot freaking wait for it. And finally, moving on to a recent comment made by none other than Joseph Quinn, aka Eddie Munson. His newest movie, A Quiet Place Day 1, hit theaters this past weekend, so he's been doing a bunch of press for it. And of course, when you're a popular character as Eddie Munson is, people are going to ask, are we going to see him? Well,
I have a feeling that we might see Eddie once again.
Do you? You have a feeling?
I certainly do.
Huh.
Yeah.
I might have that feeling too. Or maybe I don't.
Oh, no,
Who knows?
for him to go and say that basically, yeah, I can see that happening too, or maybe I don't, that's just absurd. I mean, he's just teasing us at this point, but it's kind of like the whole Spider-Man No Way Home thing back in the day where Andrew Garfield was always like, no, it's Photoshop, no, not happening. I think 1000% it's confirmed Eddie Munson is returning. This is just a quick little interview, obviously, but he has said even in interviews in the past where I do know what happens, and I'm not telling you if I'm coming back. Well, this time he's really hinting at it, so I think it all but officially confirms that he will be returning. I think the popularity of Eddie Munson only makes sense for him to come back. I mean, if Hopper died at the end of Season 3 and he came back in a post-credit scene, I think Eddie Munson can come back in Season 5. I think I'd never say never. And I think that way that Joseph Quinn is kind of hinting at this and teasing us all of us, he's a big star, he's so popular, it makes 100% sense for him to come back. He also goes to say that he knows they're working hard, they're going to bring a great finish, and that great finish is going to come with a great finale finish is going to happen, and Joseph Quinn will 100% be a part of it. So I think 1000% is confirmed. Eddie Munson is returning, and he will be in Stranger Things Season 5. And as always, we gotta jump in a couple of theories with these. So when does Eddie Munson return? Does he show up in Episode 1 titled The Crawl? Does he show up as Cass? I think if he shows up as Cass, that makes the most sense as of right now because they're off the D&D game. Everyone says that, and everyone's hinting at that he will return as Cass, which is like the vampire who works under Vecna. I'm going to push that one to the side and say I'm going to stick with my theory here. Eddie Munson crawls his way outside the Upside Down in Episode 1, either a cold open or a cold finish at the end of it. Dude, either a cold open or at the end of the episode, Eddie Munson will be crawling his way back, and he's going to help them destroy Vecna once and for all. Maybe as Cass, maybe as disciple, just kind of how Billy was in Season 3, where like he all of a sudden gets used as Vecna. Maybe Eddie Munson does as well, and it'll be even more emotional to lose him yet again. Nonetheless, 1000%, put your money on Eddie Munson returning, 100% confirmed, but not confirmed, for Stranger Things Season 5. And that's going to do it for this update. Let me know what you make of all of this that we discussed today down below in the comment section. Maya Hawke, 8 movies, the first look at the kids on bikes, and Joseph Quinn talking Eddie Munson returning. Let me know everything you think about that down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.